So come check this comment out. It's on Aaron Parnas video. He's talking about how politicians are starting, except for Republicans, but a lot of politicians are starting to understand that the popularity of ICE has dropped with Americans, all Americans pretty much. Um, the reason that Democrats voted for, who keep, like Cory Booker talking about, we need training, they don't want to abolish ICE, because some fucked up think tank that they created called Searchlight said that, oh, if you do that, they're going to tie you to, you don't want to fund law enforcement. There's just a difference because they're going back to the George Floyd thing. As I said before, on my videos with Mike on the podcast, they keep thinking that ICE is law enforcement. ICE is not law enforcement. ICE is secret police. Look at what they're doing. They're not following the law, okay? They're not following, there is no law for them. They're above the Constitution. Brett Kavanaugh did that. Soon as he did that ruling, they call these Kavanaugh stops. And explain to me why law enforcement is going to all of a sudden set themselves above the Constitution with no warrants, set themselves above everyone and pick up children for no reason. Why is Trump collecting children? I want to know, because that bothers me a lot. There's a 5-year-old in Texas that has been taken, and they are justifying that. Not where the child is, or should it be with his mother? Should he be with his mother? They're just justifying they were protecting the child, which is bullshit. Okay, which brings us back to what happened in Congress. So they separated out the appropriations bill to continue the government into September from DHS. Okay, because it came as one bill. Senate is supporting it with Cory Booker's blessing, because they're gonna get body cams to ICE. Like, who controls the information? But that's an obvious thing. I'm gonna discuss that. But Hakeem Jeffries at first said, "Yeah, we're just gonna approve it. We're good." Then then Renee Good got murdered. So he decided, okay, they got it to separate DHS out from the appropriations bill and make a vote on that. And he recommended voting no, but he didn't use his minority whip. Now, whip is your second in command, who basically talks to other members of your party. If they're kind of waffly, you say, "Hey, what are you voting? How are you voting? No, you need to do it this way." It's called whipping a vote. Okay, the Republicans do it all the time. I mean, Trump's their whip, pretty much. But he did not do that. So he had 7, because they're worried about swing states, swing districts. Don't worry about swing districts. Stop thinking about the information that came from last election. Those populations are not, this is not going to be affected by the same things that they were the last time election 2 years ago. Economy, the fall of no jobs, ICE, those things are making a difference now. And to judge your district like that is stupid. That's the problem. So my comment was on the Aaron Parnas thing, is that, why did they betray us? They should know better. Okay? This asshole, and I say it, is that there's no difference. Yeah, we can't, they're not going to vote. That's what they're going to do. This is another far lefter who either voted for Jill Stein or is not going to vote. My take is simple. If I see my primary candidate for Democrats, my first question is, are you progressive? Are you looking to rebuild the economy by, investing back in the United States like Biden did? Are you going to look for universal health care? At least get the ACA back on and then move toward universal health care? Are you going to fix the supply chains and break some of the monopolies for food so we can get lower grocery prices? Are you going to get away from the tariffs and rebuild our relationships with Europe? Are you going to abolish ICE? That's what I'm going to ask all I want to hear from the Democratic primaries. If your answer to the last one is not abolish ICE, or you hem and haw about all this shit because you're taking corporate money, I'm not voting for you. I'm voting for the other one. Now, if the Democrat wanted vote does not win, I'm not going to be a fucking Bernie bro and not vote for the Democrat. Because I know even though that person is fucked up corporate Democrat, it's better than the Republican voting on the ticket. Okay? That's the way it should work. The problem with a lot of you far left assholes is that you don't want to vote. You talk a good game, but you don't do shit. 2, you want it all to burn down because you think that's going to make a difference without a plan. All right? If you don't want to vote, then you're basically saying Republicans win. If you say both sides are the same, you're full of shit. Okay? There's corporate Democrats. I get it. They're not seeing the big picture because they're influenced. But I fucking know what the Republicans vote for. I fucking know what they're doing. I can see it every day when they're dragging children out of cars. Teenagers, arresting them. 5-year-olds arrested. Busting in doors without warrants. Okay? I can see what Republicans represent. So for you saying that tells me either you're MAGA, blue MAGA, or you don't give a fuck. Okay? The one goal for us coming up with voters is A, to keep speaking out on this bullshit. Fight them every inch of the way like you do in Minnesota. Thank you. I know it's a lot of chaos. Good for you. And then when we get to the polls, make sure we have a huge blue wave. Corporate Democrat or not. Primaries, we get rid of some of them. Okay? Because I'm telling you, Republicans that are MAGA going up against any Democrat in this environment with no economy, with no guidance at all, with all this chaos, is a losing cause. You've seen this with all the elections we have, the special elections. That's going to continue. But people like you keep saying that they're all the same, then you fuck us just the same like you did in 24. You get me? You sabe? Okay, I have a plan. This is a good plan. You have a bullshit plan. Your plan is fuck it. But the problem is, your plan makes us all suffer because you don't want to step out. You're a coward. And that's what I'm tired of. Cowards. Alright? This is our time to take it back. We're going to do it like they're doing right now in the streets, and then we're going to do the ballot backs. That's why they fear the midterms. But people like you is going to make it easy for them. So listen to me, you all. Okay? Not all Democrats are bad. And we can get change in the Democratic Party. It's going to take a little time. But do not think that not voting or voting Republican is going to solve your problem. And especially not voting, especially thinking like this. So make it real simple for you. Go pound sand. Go hide your head in dirt. And let the rest of us figure it out. Unfortunately, we'll have to drag your sad ass with us.